Mama used to tell me that life doesn't warn you before it tests you. It just waits until you're comfortable enough to make a mistake. And back then, I didn't understand what she meant because all I could see was how hard life was, how money was always short, how enjoyment always looked better from the outside, and how beauty felt like the only advantage we had in a world that wasn't fair. So when that night came, it didn't feel like danger. It felt like opportunity. It felt like one of those moments people talk about when they say, this is how things change. This is how you escape struggle. This is how luck finally notices you. And we were just two girls trying to breathe in a city that never waits for anyone, dressing up with hope in our eyes, laughing like nothing could go wrong, telling ourselves that tonight would be different, that tonight we would meet the right people, be in the right place, and maybe finally touch the kind of life we only see on social media, the kind with big houses, clean cars, soft beds, and no worries about tomorrow. And as we stepped out, the music from the party was already calling us, loud, confident, promising enjoyment, promising escape, promising that for a few hours we could forget where we were coming from and pretend we already arrived. And inside that party, everything looked perfect. Lights flashing, expensive perfumes mixing in the air, men laughing loudly, women moving like they owned the night. And everywhere you turned, there was money, confidence, and attention, the kind that makes you feel special even when it's not real. And for a moment, we were carried by it, by the feeling of being seen, of being wanted, of being noticed. And it was easy to forget Mama's voice, easy to forget the warnings, easy to believe that maybe the stories about heartbreak and regret were for other people, not us. But life has a way of reminding you that enjoyment doesn't last forever, because all it takes is one careless step, one distraction, 1 second, and suddenly laughter turns to shouting, music fades into embarrassment, water soaks your clothes, and the same people that were smiling at you seconds ago are now staring like you don't exist. And just like that, the night changed. The fun died, the attention disappeared, and reality came back hard, cold, and unforgiving. And standing there wet and frustrated, anger started replacing excitement, blame replaced laughter, and we realized how quickly a good night can turn bad, especially when you're not in control. And when we finally decided to leave, thinking at least we could go home and sleep, that's when another problem showed up. No ride was accepting, phones were dying, the streets were getting quiet, and panic slowly crept in because this city doesn't care if you're tired, embarrassed, or scared. And as we stood there, wondering what to do next, help came in a form we didn't expect. A stranger offering a ride, a calm voice in the middle of stress. And in moments like that, you don't think too much. You just want relief. You just want the problem to end. So we accepted, telling ourselves it was just a ride, just a favor, nothing more. But life doesn't always reveal the full story at once, because the ride didn't end at our junction. It ended in a place that looked like a dream, a house too quiet, too clean, too big to feel real, the kind of house you imagine when you're tired of struggle. And stepping inside felt like stepping into another world. Soft couches, cool air, silence that made you feel small. And in that silence, our thoughts became louder, because one of us saw comfort, saw safety, saw opportunity, while the other felt something heavy in the chest, a reminder that not every gift is free, not every kindness is simple, and not every place that feels good is good for you. But it was late, and curfew was active, there was no movement, and the city itself had decided that we were staying there till morning. So we smiled, we said thank you, we tried to act normal, even as our minds raced. And as the night dragged on, enjoyment slowly turned into unease, because luxury feels different when you don't own it. Comfort feels strange when you didn't plan for it, and time feels longer when you're waiting for it to pass. And morning didn't bring freedom the way we hoped. It brought more waiting, more silence, more time to think. And that's when the truth started sinking in, that sometimes life doesn't trap you with chains. It traps you with comfort, with ease, with things that make you forget your boundaries, forget your values, forget who you were trying to be. And watching that house in daylight made everything clearer, because what looked beautiful at night now felt like a reminder of how easy it is to lose direction when you're chasing a lifestyle instead of building one. And when it was finally time to leave, gratitude mixed with relief, smiles mixed with caution, and one simple question was asked, a question that sounded harmless but carried weight, because it wasn't really about a phone number. It was about intention. It was about choices. It was about the road you decide to walk when life opens a door that looks easy. And as we walked away, I understood something Mama tried to teach me for years, that life will always test you at your weakest moment, when you're tired, when you're desperate, when you're dreaming. And the real story is never about the party, the house, or the people you meet. It's about the decisions you make when temptation looks like help and comfort looks like a stoop, because those moments shape your future more than any plan you make. And if you're listening to this and it feels familiar, if you've ever chased enjoyment to forget pain or trusted comfort because struggle was too loud, then this story is not just mine. It's a reminder that not every opportunity is meant to be taken, not every door is meant to be entered, and sometimes the bravest thing you can do is walk away, even when staying looks easier. Because peace is better than luxury, safety is better than enjoyment, and your future is worth more than a temporary moment that feels good. Please share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. And until next time, stay safe.